video. I'm literally so excited today because today we are testing out, reviewing all that fun stuff. The Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. I don't think I've been this excited for an eyeshadow palette in a long time. Hey guys, my name is Kendra and my hair is still wet. Anyways, yes, I did just get out of the shower and I did the rest of my makeup. Literally all of my makeup is done except for my eyeshadow and my mascara. I got xoxx lipstick as well. So as you heard, I have the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. We are testing it out. I've never used it before, never swatched it. I've only looked at it and glorified in it because it is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. If you're new here, hi guys, I'm Kendra. I post 3 beauty/lifestyle videos a week and I'd love to have you guys join the family. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. I love reviewing makeup. It's literally my favorite thing in the world. Right after Disneyland, California, and the beach. Anyways, guys, there's really not much else to say in this intro, so let's just go ahead and get right on into it. I'm so excited. I don't have a lot to say, but I do want to pull up something that I thought was interesting about this palette here. Just Kendra and her bad accents. So this palette is $49. As you can see, it is quite large. Here's the packaging. You get all the colors on the back. Oops. And I'm obsessed. Look how gorgeous this palette is. Like, look at this. Are you kidding me? First of all, the packaging is amazing. It's this really hard but like luxurious kind of plastic. It's not like this cheap kind of plastic or like dinky looking plastic, I guess you could say. It does look very luxurious and it's very heavy and it has a magnetic closure, which I think is brilliant. I think it's so smart. And can we talk about this huge mirror? Literally all I need in life is this mirror. Are you kidding? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay, but what I really wanted to talk about, that this is $49. And I thought that was quite interesting because there are, let me count, 21 shades in here, I believe, 3 times 7. And this is what I found interesting. Like the Naked Ultimate Basics from Urban Decay is $54. The Urban Decay Naked palettes are $54. Like, I thought that was interesting. Like, are they just getting smarter and like pricing a palette as what it should be rather than like $5 overpriced? Or is there something different? I don't know. That's something you guys might want to look into. I'm going to look into it too. Is it a conspiracy theory? Who knows? I don't know. Just wanted to mention, guys, that I feel like an idiot because the Naked palettes come with, okay, they come with a brush, so I can understand why they'd be priced a little bit more expensively, but I think you're getting 21 shades in this palette, and then the Naked palettes you only get 12, 13 shades and a brush, so I still feel like this palette's much better value. Anyways, didn't want to sound like an idiot. Back to the regular video. But I thought that was really cool because I think this is a beautiful, iconic, amazing, stunning, gorgeous, everything I love palette. And it's only $49 rather than the Naked palettes, which I think have like 12 shades and they're $54. It's $49 and it's 21 shades. I don't know. So that's really all I have to say. I'm not sure if the formula is different, so like maybe I'm a failure at reviewing this palette, I don't know. But I really just want to test this out, do a demo for you guys, and then give you guys my thoughts. I wonder what side Kendra's gonna use. And you're all like thinking this side? Well, guess what? Today, I'm using these greens because they are gorgeous. I probably just like threw you all for a loop. I don't know, maybe. Let's just zoom on in, get started. Put these on my eyes, and then if I have anything else to say afterwards, I will tell you. Oh, I just love this. I love traveling. I love the idea of this palette. And what I love is that they put so much on this palette and it doesn't look tacky even in the slightest. Like, it just looks gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. I think my favorite thing about this palette is that you could do a green eyeshadow look, a red eyeshadow look, a purple eyeshadow look, an orange, a pink, bronze, like a classic bronze. Like, literally, do you see this? You can do so much. It has been a long time since I've been super inspired by an eyeshadow palette. One of the ones I do love recently is the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar, but obviously for me, that's not an everyday palette. It does give me so much inspiration, but it's not an everyday palette, so like I don't use it as often, whereas this is like, oh my gosh, inspiration is literally coming out of my ears, basically, and look at all these options. I think I just dug my finger into that black. I did. I did. Gotta go get a paper towel. So I think I'm gonna first start off by taking Riff, which is this shade right up here. And it's like a warmish, kind of camel-y brown. And this is what I'm going to use in the crease. There's not a lot of fallout, which is so nice. I don't really mind fallout, to be quite honest, but it is nice to not have to deal with it. So let's see how this blends. Okay, first of all, it's blending out super easily. Honestly, I feel like 4 swipes and it's blended. Like, what? That's really cool. And I always bring some into the outer corner. If you guys watch a lot of my videos, you know that. I don't know why, I just think it like seamlessly brings the look together, even though I usually put shadow on top of that later. It's just what I love to do. Guys, this so far is stunning. With the eye look that I'm doing, I feel like I can't use as many shades as I would typically try to use. And when it comes to an eyeshadow palette, like you'd want to test a lot, but I still feel like we can get a good idea of like what these shadows are gonna hold, you know. One thing I think is awesome is that this looks like pretty neutral. It is slightly warm, but it's not like overly warm, like you just threw like a coral or orange eyeshadow on. It definitely just looks like a camely, like suede-ish kind of brown, and I love it. Okay, so next I'm gonna take Riff again, but mix it with Punk down here, this like deep chocolatey brown that has a little bit of like a reddish undertone, and I'm gonna use that to deepen everything up. Just placing it down here in the outer corner first, and then I just kind of like stipple it and then like blend it. That's like my technique I've been loving lately. It helps me like not apply too much, or sometimes I get a little carried away and apply it in places I don't want it to be applied, and this helps me not do that. Pretty good so far. This brown is pretty pigmented, so I'm trying to like not overdo it, but it's looking pretty good. I don't know if you guys, you've probably heard me say it before if you've been a subscriber, but with my eye shape, I just don't have a lot of lid, so I feel like when I go in with too dark of shades, it just makes my eyes look smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and I don't ever want that to be the case, because I want my eyes to look big just like all those other girls. I placed it down, but now I'm just like taking the first brush I used and helping it all blend together so we have like a seamless finish. I feel like that did a really good job of like creating a lot of natural kind of definition, because these particular shades aren't super warm that I'm using. I just want a little bit more of that brown in that outer third. I think I'm done with that brown. I think really quick, I'm actually gonna take some of this shade right here called Weekender. It's probably my skin tone-ish kind of shade, but I think it's gonna help like blending through the top here. Yeah, that made it look pretty seamless. So now I think I'm gonna take this green up here that is called Wanderlust, and I'm going to see how well it applies with just my brush. I might have to use a finger, which is totally okay because I actually love using lid shades, shimmer shades with a finger. I feel like it applies so much better, but we're gonna test out this brush and pray for no fallout. With my eyelids, there's no point in trying to keep it just on the lid because I do have really hooded lids, so it will transfer. So I always just bring it a little bit up into the crease just so it looks like a smooth blend, you know, of shadow. I'm really digging this green though. I thought I wouldn't like it because it's a darker green than I usually like, but this is pretty. Guys, I literally have like almost no fallout. That's amazing. Had a little bit of the brown shade right underneath my eyes. That's pretty dang good. So I laid down that green shade, and now I want to take this like lighter turquoise shade called Big Sky, and I think I just want to, my cats are playing behind me, and I think I just want to either, I'm not sure if I want to put it in the center of the lid or the inner third. Really quick, I'm just gonna take my first brush I used and just blend a little bit. I think I'm gonna place this on the center of the lid, like kind of like a mock halo eye. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love this color. Ooh, this like mermaid eyes. I love this. Wonder if I take the tiniest bit of this shade called Stranded. Can you focus, camera? Right here. I wonder if I just take a little bit of that and place it directly in the middle, if that'll just like, I don't know. I don't want to ruin my eyes. Okay, I just took a tiny bit because it's quite gold. Taking a little bit of Breakaway, which is that one right here, and doing the same thing just to create a bunch of definition to my eye. Wow, guys, it's cute. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight my brow bone using that same shade Breakaway up here. And I love highlighting my brow bone, so I really go in with it. I have not a lot of lid space and I don't have very arched brows, so I try and make it look like I have both. So I'm going to keep the lower lash line fairly simple. I'm going to use the same shade that I used first up here called Riff, and this is just going to be dragged along the lower lash line and blended out. And I actually think I might add a little bit of this shade called Ignite, just to like the inner part, just to add a little bit of like fun, you know? It's like this gorgeous coppery shade. Just like keep it right here. That's pretty. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love it. For the inner corner highlight, I actually don't think I'm gonna use any of these shades because this is more of a satin and I don't want it to look too gold, and that shade will make it look really gold. Sometimes if you do a lot of greens and golds, I feel like it looks like a high school like color scheme, you know? And I'm not here for that. So I'm gonna grab my KKW highlighter palette, which is what I used to create this highlight today. Put on some highlight, put on some mascara, and then maybe a lipstick, and then we're gonna finish off this video. Okay guys, so really quick before I let you go, I just wanted to say a few more things about this palette. First of all, I love the way my eyes turned out. These two greens, like this turquoise and this green, they look like glossy on the lid. I don't know how they do it. It looks amazing. I love it so much. And then everything else I used for this look blended really seamlessly, really amazingly, gorgeously, beautifully, perfect. I love this Ignite shade that I added on my lower lash line, that shimmery copper. I wanted to show you a few other shades. I haven't touched them really, so this will be kind of like first impressions, at least swatching. But this one called Wild Heart looks gorgeous. I feel like it's more of a satin than a metallic. I'll put my hand closer once I have a few more swatches. This Double Life shade. Ooh, that is pretty. Wow, that would be a gorgeous smoky eye color. So here are some shimmers. Some of them are more metallic than others, but they're all super pigmented and gorgeous. This shade right here is the one I used on my lower lash line. Like, look at my fingers. So here are some of the matte shades. I find that they are a little bit drier and don't swatch as well, but if I remember correctly, that is like Urban Decay's formula is kind of drier. So yeah, they didn't swatch as well and they were a little bit drier. Obviously metallics and shimmers are always gonna swatch better, almost always, than a matte because they just have a lot more creaminess to them. The formula is obviously different, but every matte I used on my eye blended out super easily. It wasn't like patchy or not pigmented enough. I just think that's their formula and that's what works for them. I actually kind of personally prefer a more dry matte formula or else it will crease on my eyes. Like, I love the Too Faced eyeshadow formula, but their mattes are too creamy and they crease on my eyes if I try to do like an all matte eye. Anyways, that's just me complaining. Everything I have here, I loved. Everything I used, I loved. This palette, I love. This palette is 100% got my stamp of approval on it. It's $49. You get 21 shades, which is more than any other Naked palette or Urban Decay palette that I am aware of. And it's so worth your money. Like, look at this, you guys. Huge mirror, huge selection of eyeshadows. You can do cool tone, you can do warm tone, you can do purple, orange, copper. Like, literally you have green, gold, everything that you could want. I will definitely be traveling with this because obviously, look, it's gorgeous. And also, you get everything. Like, you don't have to bring another eyeshadow palette if you don't want. Also, I feel like this is just as amazing as my Petite Heat palette, which I love, my Urban Decay Petite Heat palette. That thing is like so near and dear to my heart, and I feel like this is just as amazing. P.S. If you're wondering, I'm wearing a layover ColourPop Luxe Lip, if you cared. Okay guys, please mind my still wet hair, but that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. If you guys like this eye look, or if you're purchasing this palette, or if you already have this palette, also let me know down below in the comments. I love to comment back with you guys, so definitely hit it up there. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'm just gonna let you guys go. Have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, whenever happens to be that you're watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.